like I'm live now. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. No, what happened? Yeah, whatever, Brownie. What happened is this program sometimes messes up when I'm on in a certain area, and it did it to me today. So, Brownie, stop. I'm not here for you. I'm here for everybody else. So, the program froze. I gotta figure out why this program does it when it does. Get down, Brownie. Stop. Stop, please. Anyways, we're back. We're back now. Hopefully we're back. What says we're back? So, how was your weekend? What's up, Josephine? ¿Cómo estás? How are you doing? How are you? Just so you know, sending messages to me through Facebook is not a good idea. I hardly ever read those. Just giving you a heads up. So if you guys send me a message on Facebook and you don't get a response, well, it's because I hardly ever check Facebook. Discord, for that matter, too. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I need one of those assistants to check all my messages and tell me when shit's going down, right? Like, I don't know. People are always sending me messages on Facebook, and then they get mad, and like I'll go check it, and they're like, "How come you never answer me?" It's like I don't check Facebook Messenger. I don't like Facebook anymore. What's up, Gypsy Queen? Did anybody make it into the Truth Network yet? You don't know how to email? We'll have to teach you how to email. Yeah, anybody get on the Truth Network yet? I'm on there finally. Let's see. I mean, it's like Facebook and Twitter kind of combined. This is Truth Network. So I'm on there already. Let's see, search. Profiles. NFL, no. U.S. military news, I guess I could follow that one. Pelosi stock tracker. The Freedom Convoy. You know, I wonder how do I get I need to get a star. I should have a star already, shouldn't I? You know what, Willow? I haven't got gas in a week or so, so I don't know. I haven't seen the gas prices yet. So, you know, I haven't checked them out yet. Costco, though, is doing pretty good, though, with it. Costco is doing pretty good. You guys still only have a number? Yeah, I got on, was it Sunday? Sunday they let me in. Yesterday they let me in. Nah, nothing you said, Stats. Nothing you said. Sunday I finally got in. So I don't know how this is going to work when Drunk Uncle comes in. Oh, shoot. It's a mess. Let's see. Matt, I bet you don't have one of these. I'm the only private citizen that has one of these. The chief gave it to me. Your cousin gave it to me. Not too many people. Actually, not anybody has it right now. That's a private citizen. Only police officers. What happened was Fresno PD gave me one. And then, what else? Who else? Then the Fresno City or Fresno State PD gave me one. You'll get an email. They'll send you an. Oh, you say you don't know how to use email. So you'll get an email when you're ready. Your local gas station went on 36 cents overnight. What did I? You know what? I didn't look last time I paid because I went to Costco and the guy pumped it for me. He saw the scooter on the back and he's like, "Hey, I'll pump your gas for you. You don't need to get out." And I was like, "Okay." So he pumped it for me. That worked out pretty good. Costco can be pretty cool and nice on stuff like that. A lot of times, though, you like YouTube for now? Yeah. Well, I want to. I just had to try out that Truth. Well, I want to go check it out. You know, gotta check it out, right? As soon as I joined, like, I had 2 people following me. You know, where am I at? Hey, I'm up to 13 followers. I'm getting there. I'll get there. Let's see who is following me. I think President Trump is following me, but I think that's like automatic. Let's see. Oh no, I guess not. I wonder, does President Trump have a? Does he have a? I wonder if he's got a profile on here. He's banned from his own. Nope. Oh no, I'm following him. Yeah, the real Donald Trump. He got 223,000 followers already. He hasn't wrote anything on here yet though. That's surprising. It was 409 yesterday. Oh my gosh. That's expensive up there in Oregon. Here, like Steven Crowder was complaining, I think he paid $389 this morning, right? California, man. I paid the other day when I paid, and I bought Supreme, and it was like 2-3 weeks ago, and it was $489 for Supreme at Shell. So who knows? Who knows what it is? I have to go to Fresno tomorrow, so I will find out tomorrow for you guys how much gas is. I'm scared to look. Definitely scared to look. But yeah, you know, if we had that Keystone pipeline and they'd allow fracking again, we got all this oil under, and they you know, people, oh my God, you know that little snail right there? You're gonna kill that snail. Well, let that snail go freaking go somewhere else, man. And a lot of these animals that they're protecting aren't even from our area. Like the Delta smelt, I understand it's not even a natural habitat. But oh no, we can't do anything to him. Here he is. Let's see how this is gonna affect the stream. What's up, drunk?
Hola.
Uh-oh. You sound really weird. Say something again?
Sound weird, huh?
Yeah.
Something.
I don't know. Is that only to me, or do you sound weird to everybody? Hey, everybody. Does Drunk Uncle sound like staticky to you, or is that just me? What's up, Teresa?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
I can see you, the stats. I can see you. It might take a second for them to show up. You topped off your truck this morning just because I was there. Only got 8 gallons. Oh man. Did you buy gas yet lately, drunk?
No, but I noticed the numbers on the way home were at 409.
Yeah.
Diesel is 499. And 409, that's 87,
Okay, yeah. Dude, nobody's answering us, so I don't know if you sound bad or not.
Julia says sound clear.
Okay, then maybe it's just...
sounds good.
Maybe it's just my stuff. Let me see.
Jiggle the cord.
Let me try that. Talk again now. There we go.
That sounded better. I was trying to fuck with you.
No, but I didn't hear the static though. It was like a bad static. So that's good.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. Now talk again.
Talk again?
See, though, the problem is now you're not coming through the system audio. I don't know if they can hear you now. Hold on. Let me go back to that program. Let's see. Let me go back to this. Maybe it was just a program for a second. Let's try this one again. Now try talking.
Hello.
There we go. I guess it works now. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. $5.55 for diesel? No freaking way. Is it that expensive? Normally when gas prices go up...
on the screen.
Oh, yeah, huh? Normally, when gas prices go down or up, it gets the what do you call it? Gets the diesel gets cheaper normally. Dude, this is all messed up. Oh, my thing was on there. That's what she said.
Now they can't hear me.
Hold on, maybe they can
That
hear
is
you
what
again.
she can't hear.
Hold on. So yeah, Julia says they can still hear you. Julia
okay.
says you're good.
Well, if Julia says it, then it must be true.
Well, not always. Sometimes. Sometimes. There we go.
He's got a pretty record.
Yeah. So how was work today?
Besides the drive to work, it was all right.
Well, was there traffic or something?
No, just dummies.
Oh, okay.
Just dummies. In the 8 miles I had to go to work, I ran into 4 douchebags on the road. I don't know. I think they must have took out the part in driver's ed to where, like, if somebody's behind you in the left lane, like, and you're not passing anybody, like, get the fuck out of the way type stuff.
Are you the kind of person that rides their ass? Do you ride, just out of principle, do you ride their ass until they move over, or what?
No, I'm much more aggressive than that. And I really don't like it when I get to this point.
Uh-huh.
But it happens. I won't ride their ass. I'll be behind them. I may flash my lights or a little toot toot or something like that. And then if I notice that they just aren't doing it, I go around them and almost take off the front end of their car. And if they bright light me, I will slam on my brakes.
Did I teach you that? I think I taught you that when we were in Las Vegas.
I've done that, and it really, I hate it when it gets to that point. But you know, sometimes it's almost deserving. Like, because I go around them and they look over at me like,
what's your problem?
I seen you back there.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, all right.
Like, I'll do it. I might even slow down and be like, you need to be the fuck over there, asshole, you know? And I ride their ass, though. I'll ride their ass. Not ride their ass, but I'll let them know I'm right behind them, even though I could go around them, you know?
No, I'm more into almost giving them a heart attack. But I'm dark like that.
Surprised we haven't seen you on any videos yet.
Yeah. I about had this tractor trailer or a big rig or a trucker almost to a complete stop. I was about to just stop on the interstate. So I'm coming onto the interstate on the merge lane.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm coming on the interstate. He's in the right lane. He did not move over.
Yeah.
And I was like, so many times I've just been like rode by and like flip them off. And then once I get in front of them, I realized that there was a car coming around.
Uh-huh.
So I don't do that with truckers. Give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And so I got up there. I wasn't trying to cut him off, but the lane was ending, you know, so I didn't cut it nearly as close as I could have. And he bright lighted me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you didn't move over and you're bright lighting me. Right? So I just slowed down. And he could have went around. He took his bright lights off. And so I started to speed up again. And he threw the bright lights right back on. I was like, all right. And I just took the foot off the gas. And we literally got down to about 15 miles an hour on the interstate. There wasn't a whole lot of cars around.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, I was thinking on the hazard zone. I've done it before and, like, put it in park and get out the car and just be like, what the fuck's your problem? I'm gonna get myself hurt one day doing that, but
yeah, one of those trucks are gonna run you over. One of those trucks are gonna run you over. You know, Dig, I don't think they're doing this to try and get everybody to go electric. They want to control you, right? There's not enough power in this country for everybody to have an electric car, right? There's not even enough electric cars for everybody in this country, so. It's not that. They just... It's Biden. What do you
You
expect?
see what they asked Elon Musk to do today?
No, what did they ask him to do today?
I think these were just like Twitter people or something. But if somebody were to do this, you would never want to buy an electric car. But people were trying to convince Elon Musk into, which I guess is possible with his cars, to everybody in Russia that has an electric car to just shut it down.
Really?
Yeah.
Because there's not enough power everywhere
And he
for it.
said, yeah, I think he replied vaguely, and was just like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. You know, can't remember exactly what he said, but just to think if he was one of those people that, like, if he was corrupt or something, or could be bought, you know,
Yeah.
somebody would be like, hey, shut off all the cars in Russia. And I'd be like, okay.
Not going to happen.
You know, if he'd do it there, then what's to say he would, do it to ours?
Yeah. Oh, look, Miguel Serrano was back, or maybe it's Charissa Serrano. We got a little troll. They tried to give me their phone number. I don't even know if it's their phone number or not, but if it is, their name's not David Justice. It's Miguel, if this is the right number. So Matt says he pays too much in taxes as the next guy. Huh?
I said David Justice is one of my favorite baseball players.
Well, because you like the Atlanta Braves.
Like, yeah, he was a good player, though.
He was all right. He
wasn't no Mark McGwire or anything like that.
That's the problem. He was in Mark McGwire's time, so
Then Mark McGwire tripled in size.
22-inch fucking gun. Yeah, but in the 80s he was hitting home runs before he got big, so it wasn't all the juicing. I don't think. I don't know, but Matt says he'll sit in the left lane if he fucking wants to.
Well, that's cool, but I may give you a heart attack. But you do know the left lane is for passing and passing only, correct?
Not
really. It's supposed to be illegal for me to pass. Bullshit. Technically, it's supposed to be illegal for me to pass on the right side. I have to pass on the side of the vehicle.
Yeah, your wife's escape. Well, any car I think that has, what do you call it now? What is that? OnStar. If you have OnStar in your car, they can shut it off electronically. If you got an app that connects to your car, which I think all new cars do, then you can shut your fucking car off electronically. When my wife,
the person. Well, I heard it on Tim Pool just before I tapped into here, but he was saying something to the extent of what Matt is saying, because he was like, "I'm going to give me some food. I'm going to buy me like an early '60s truck or like an early '60s car with no computer parts in it whatsoever."
I don't know. I could get a 55 Chevy freaking truck or 59 Chevy truck or something like that, and just freaking cruise along with that. That would be pretty cool.
Luckily, I got mine.
You got your Scout?
Yeah, this is 73. I don't think there's anything computerized in it.
Yeah, but now they got these little GPS magnetic things that they can put on your vehicles if they want to follow you. Probably put one on my scooter. Beep, 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 beep. Trying to get Eddie.
Yeah, I was watching the episode of Breaking Bad where they were tracking people's cars.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Magnet thing you stick there.
Right? I'm sure, a lot of people use it. Hell, if you buy, like, I bought a car when I was, like, didn't have a lot of money from one of those buy here, pay here places, and they showed right up to where I was. I found out that when they...
Well, it's true.
Those people, when they sell the cars, they put those in. That's why they're willing to take a risk selling you the car, because they have a GPS in there to find you. Yeah.
So maybe I'm starting to understand why people don't fucking move over. Maybe it's just a state law.
I don't know. I was always taught
In
that
North
you drive in the
Carolina,
right hand lane. That's what I was taught.
yeah, if you're passing, you're on the left. Like faster traffic and people passing on the left, slower traffic on the right. And
What it's
that,
supposed to
if you
be,
do have a large highway, it's supposed to go, faster, 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 slower, slower, slower. In theory,
right?
um, but I noticed even in because I used to think it was mostly people from Virginia because that's naturally where I'm going to see the most out of state license plates from because they're very close.
Yeah.
And then I went to Virginia, and I noticed on the interstates they had those signs that said faster and passing traffic on the left, cruising traffic on the right. And I was like, oh, those sons of bitches just think once they get out of their state, they just do whatever the fuck they want. Fuck them sons of bitches.
Maybe.
So it sounds like it might be a state thing.
I don't know though, because when I went to Ohio, on the freeway on the roads there, it says left lane is for passing only, right? And it says we will pull you over. And I actually seen cops pulling people over from other states, for being in the left hand lane. So
Yeah.
no stats. I haven't got my new scooter yet. I tried to call them today and they didn't answer either. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. Anyways, I guess my cell phone's doing all right.
They could be speeding for a good reason.
Huh?
They could
Yeah.
need to pass people for a good reason. What if they're girls having a baby? Or,
Right.
oh,
But
somebody, who knows?
like on the I-5 and on if you're driving at the Grapevine on I-5, it tells you straight up. It says slower vehicles must move to right-hand lane. Right?
Yeah.
And like the semi trucks, they have to be in the two right-hand lanes. Like I've seen them get pulled over too for being in the left lane. Cause think about it, you're going up like I don't know what that is. It's like a 10-12% fucking um grade, right? So the trucks are doing 40 miles an hour and then they're sitting in the left hand fucking lane. That's what drives me nuts. Like from Fresno to Madera, there's a two-lane road, a two-lane highway, or four-lane, I guess I should say. And the truckers are always blocking them off. Like you'll miss your exit because of a trucker.
Yeah. See, I've heard that this is weird because the two things I'm gonna say basically contradict themselves. Um, I've heard that sounds like it might be in certain states that the big transfer trucks are never supposed to be in the left lane. They're always supposed to ride in the right lane. Granted that their exit's not on the left.
Mm-hmm.
However, I've also heard that the interstates were designed for truckers and that we're not even supposed to be on the interstates. Only anybody engaging in commerce is supposed to be on the interstates.
Uh-huh.
I've never taken the time to even want to verify either one of those, but it just happened to come up in conversation.
Yeah. Hope Rising says nobody follows that in Ohio. I don't know. Maybe more people follow it than don't, than because nobody follows that where I'm at. California idiots are always they're doing 65 in a 65 mile an hour. Say, well, I'm doing the speed limit. I can ride in the left hand lane. My ex-wife used to do that shit, and I'd be like, what? Why the fuck are you? I said one day, did you see all these people passing you? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you see the dirty looks they're giving you? She's like, no, why? I'm like, because you're in the left lane doing the speed limit. And she's like, so I can drive in whatever lane I want. I'm like, no, you can't. I think people just think, who the fuck cares? It's my car. I'll fucking do what I want.
A lot of times they'll be looking at their phones because I take inventory of who's driving every time I have to pass around somebody.
I'd be looking at my phone. I've actually done this. I'm sitting there looking at my phone. I'm like, look at that motherfucker on their phone over there, as I'm driving on my phone. That was.
Oh, you know what happened? You try to message or call me while my car is moving.
Yeah. Drunk uncle is one of those nerdy people that has that thing that says, "I am driving. I cannot answer my phone right now." Or when you text him. Fuck that. I'm always on my phone. Non-stop.
That's a huge pet peeve of mine.
People being on the phone?
Yeah, especially if I'm in the car, I'm like, do you want me to just drive? I mean, it seems like you got something bigger going on over there. I'd like to get to where we're going. I don't trust other people driving me anyway, much less somebody that's on their fucking phone.
Yeah. Do you know it's illegal to even sit out if you're at a red light? You can't get out your phone and look at it. Do you know it's still illegal?
Yeah.
I was sitting at a
Well,
red.
that's probably good. Not paying attention and it turns green and you're like,
Well, like I was looking at my phone at a red light one night, and I hear whoop whoop, and I look over and it's a cop. And so the we were in the Chevy Volt, and it had tinted windows, but he could still, I guess he could see the light through it, right? So I rolled down the window and I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "You're not supposed to be on your fucking phone." And I was like, "It's at a red light." He's like, "That's against the law still. As long as you're in the driver's seat, you can't have that in there unless you pull over." And I was like, "Okay, sorry." So I learned about that by the freaking cop.
we all just talked at the stoplight.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute. I said Ohio. I meant Iowa. Brad. That's the one I meant, not Ohio. Yeah. I didn't realize. Well, he was. I knew he was next to me, but I just pick up my phone to text somebody back, and he's like, "What's up, Biden sucks?" I was like, "I didn't know. Sorry." Jeez Louise. Anyways, so anything cool happened at work today?
No. Nope. It was crazy windy today.
Really?
Yeah. We had like up to 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Right on.
So I brought my flag in, my Delta 8 flag, because those things tear easily anyway. Those little, uh, they call them banner flags.
Yeah.
They're like tall.
They look like a sail. You talking about one of those?
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
on.
one of those sail. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. It's like a big thing going up and stuff. Yeah. All right, come say hi to drunk. He didn't see you yet. Come on. There's your browners. Say hi, brownie. My mom was you this. No, don't lick my face. Don't lick my face. Don't lick my face. Little brat. Huh? You getting fur all over me now too, huh? You gonna get fur all over Dad? Yeah, you are, huh? All right, get down. Bájate. All right. Yeah, I stay in the right hand. I just noticed it's smoother. Just staying in the right. You just got back from a rally, Biden. Right on. Did you go? Are you at the bike rally? You're on the East Coast. Don't tell me you're at the bike rally. Hey, Gra, what? So did Corinne bring me up more and more with stupid Wizzy yesterday or the day before? On Saturday, I was watching Chris, WYZZywig, and freaking, and he's like, "Oh, Eddie Block is here," and all of a sudden I hear Corinne's nasty voice. "Oh no, not Eddie Block. Tell him he needs to call Brandon because Brandon's gonna kick his ass." Like a couple years ago, she tried to get Brandon from That's the Point to beat me up. Because I said she's Antifa because she acts like she's Antifa. Let's see. Let me see if I can even find that. I got a new phone, but I think the message should still stay on here. Let's see.
What does Brandon think of that? I didn't know that Brandon and Corinne. I might have to reevaluate my.
It was more of a. Let me see. No, it's not on this phone. Maybe it's in Telegram. Was he sending me a message in Telegram? Let me see. No. Basically what he did is he sent me because she texted him, right? And he sent me the text messages showing me, and I was reading. She's like, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go beat the shit out of Eddie?" And he's like, "Why?" He's like, "That's my boy. I would never fucking beat the fuck out of him. And you need to shut the fuck up and leave and get the fuck out or something like that." He just went off on her.
Yeah.
Nah, I think maybe when they were both coming up, like she may have got his number, he may have got her number or something. That girl is just crazy. Girl, you got to tell me what she was saying about me. She actually made a video about me. Do you remember when she made that video about me on her YouTube
Oh, just
channel?
like a. I thought you were talking about like one of her little music videos.
No, she made like this whole long video about me. Um, let's see what Corinne Forever, isn't that what she is on YouTube? I think that's what she is. I don't know if she's still on there.
Speaking of music videos, did you ever go and watch what John Sullivan's doing in music and what he looks like now?
No.
Oh goodness, he's close to like she
Really?
or some foot. Well, yeah, and it's like weird, like horrible music, like horrible music. But I remember watching her on. I don't know if it was still PT News back then or Wake Up America or. Um, yeah, I was watching her on there.
Yeah.
Bro,
Weird.
I'm talking about.
You read her messages today. What? Oh, I wonder what message you're gonna have to tell me later on when you come in the chat or something. Anyways, well, you know what? I don't know how much data we're using on my cell phone because they only give me 15. I get non-stop data, but I only get 15 gigabytes on hotspotting data. So I hope we're not using it too much. Gra's here.
My fingers were getting hot, or specifically my thumbs.
Your thumbs?
Yeah.
Well, what was this crazy chick doing now?
I'm a tooth. Well, you know I'm not there, but I mean I'm there in Chris's ear. Listen.
Yeah, you hear everything
going on, even behind the camera. Yeah, that's exactly like you need Eddie Block, and Chris just deflected like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. You know. Yeah, she's trying to go. You know how she is.
Yeah.
Try to tell her something, she changes the subject. She's like, I don't know. There's not a acronym to describe that woman. I don't know.
Whore, psycho,
or yeah, schizo.
Yeah.
Unmedicated.
Multiple personalities.
Yeah, MP. Yeah.
All of that stuff. No, I was at LA. I was in LA at Mary Garcetti's house, and this is when I was still doing videos on Frontline, and so I'm live there, and she walks up to me and she's like, "Oh, you're live," and I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "So am I," and I was like, "Okay." She's like, "How many people?" And so she looked right down, and on that day we had like 2,000 people watch. I had like 2,000 people watching because I was on Ben's channel. It's like, oh my God, you have over 2,000, and she just wouldn't leave me alone. She followed me wherever we went. And when the police kicked everybody out, I was like, no, I get to stay. I got my press pass, and they're like, all right, you can stay. And she's like, yeah, I'm with him. I'm in the press pass, and I was like, oh, you freaking chick.
She's always fun for a little content, you know. Yeah. It wasn't verified, but we'd heard through the grapevine that her and her little girlfriend were politely escorted from the premises last night.
Last night? Really? Nice.
Oh yeah, she was there. Yeah, she was there late, stumbling around. You know.
Yeah. She
being a lot lizard.
Being a lot lizard. Oh my God.
Right at home, she's like, oh, memories rushes between the pages of my mind.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, she then like 2 weeks later she saw me in Sacramento and she followed me around there. And then like 2 weeks after that I heard her talking on her stream because she was like standing right by me. She's like, "Oh yeah, and I know the Freedom Angels, and they're gonna give me an interview and all this stuff." And I did most of the stuff for the Freedom Angels, you know. So I went up to them and I was like, "Hey, are you guys supposed to interview with that chick Corinne?" And she says you guys are like really good friends. And they're like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "That blonde girl over there." And they're like, "I don't know who that is." She's like, "Isn't that girl that go?" I'm like, "Well, I've seen her at Antifa rallies, you know, filming. And she sides with them when she's there, and she sides with us when she's over here." And she's like,
when the cops walk by, she's with the cops, and when with Antifa, yeah.
So like, dude, somebody
Right.
went on her stream and told her, right? So she comes over, she's like, "Oh my God, Eddie." She's like, "I'm not filming you right now, right? Because I wasn't live at that time. I was just trying to get out of there." And I was like, "I don't care if you film me." She's like, "Well, I'm not, so don't worry about it." And so then she put the video up the next day, right? She's like, "Why are you calling me Antifa,
Right.
Eddie? I like you, Eddie. I'm not
Yeah.
like that." And I'm just,
I don't even know what Antifa is.
yeah.
Man, dude, we're having so much fun at this truck rally, you know? And you
Uh-huh.
know what we do. And I couldn't believe that Steve had no idea who Corinne was.
Steve really didn't know who she was?
He had absolutely no idea.
Oh my
And we're
gosh.
like, he's like, who are y'all talking about? I have no idea. And I'm like, is he trolling me or does he really had no idea who she was? But, you know, obviously he's busy doing what he does. So I get it. But so we had a thing going on and privately trying to take up a collection to donate to Corinne to go over. And if she could get a hug from Steve, we would donate her. And she had no idea. Because, you know, Steve don't give hugs, right? He doesn't give hugs, right?
Uh-huh.
You know that?
Oh hell no,
Yeah, he's
David.
like, he just don't hug anybody, period.
Yeah.
So we had her going there for a while,
Did you guys get her to do it?
trolling her channel. No, no. I think she knew better.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Been
That
having
girl is
so
just
much fun
crazy.
at this truck rally.
Yeah.
This truck rally's just been so great.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on with that right now since you're there all day long?
Yeah. Well, today another. Let's see. There was like one there originally when the convoy from California got there. The Northeast was already there, obviously, because they're close, you know. So there was that convoy. Then the convoy from California came in. Today, I believe it was a convoy out of the southern states, I believe, Florida and on up.
Okay.
Came in, and there was one that came in earlier today that was like another 11 miles worth of convoy added to it. And then the second wave of that one came in. So, and don't quote me on numbers, but I think that's like 4 different convoys so far that have consolidated. That place is packed. They've got a meeting with, and I think it's tomorrow, pretty sure. They've got a meeting with Ted Cruz. Yeah, I know. No, let's give him a chance. I say let's give him a chance.
I like Ted Cruz, so.
I do too. He usually is spot on, kick ass. He had that little hiccup. And Ron Johnson, you know, and Ron Johnson is just on fire with the Kool-Aid, not the Kool-Aid and the doctors and stuff, you know.
That's cool. So they're in DC right now?
Yeah, they're like, what, 50 miles out, 30, somewhere around, you know, close.
But they're not going in because of they're worried about getting in trouble, right?
No, yeah. Yesterday they did 2 laps around the Beltway, right? 64 mile loop. They went around it twice. Today they went around it once, just nothing but bobtails. Everybody dropped their trailers, went bobtail, and of course a bunch of cars and trucks and everything else, buses and stuff.
Yeah.
And they went around it twice, side by side. So just my opinion, it looks to me like because the first day they said everybody stay in one lane.
Mm-hmm.
It was yesterday. Today they said, okay, we're going to take 2 lanes. You know, and you can kind of figure that out real easy.
Yeah.
They don't get a phone call. They don't want to talk. Tomorrow would have been 3 lanes.
I gotcha.
You know.
Yeah.
3 wide. Yeah.
I gotcha.
And that's my opinion. Who knows? Nobody knows their plan from day to day, so they keep it on the down low.
Well, that's good.
Should be.
So I thought when Chris was in the stadium on Saturday night, he said that they were not going to go to DC because of all the regulations.
They're not going to downtown DC proper, into the city.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And they never planned on that. Was never the plan. It's actually illegal to drive a semi with a trailer into the DC unless you've got a permit to deliver something.
I gotcha. Yeah.
My understanding. Yeah. But it's just a blast. They're having a party right now. All the guys are finished streaming. They're at some restaurant just partying, having a good time.
I wish I had gone. You know, it would have been fun. But
God, me too. I went and met him when they came through Oklahoma, and it was just it's basically doubled every day since then. And it was a week ago when I was there, and it was already 19 miles long or something like that.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. That's
I hope
crazy.
that they make a big difference, don't you? I hope this does the trick. I hope it does.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't listen to us. They just want to do what they want to do, and you know what I mean.
I know we've been disappointed so many times. I understand the skepticism. Yeah.
Yeah. What? What? It's not even. It's not even close to your dinner time yet. You just start harassing me earlier and earlier. I should just leave her at my stepdad's house. Jeez Louise. He's pretty much taken over control of you, huh? He, and then he lets her out, right? And he doesn't want her to be outside in the cold by herself, even though she's a dog and she used to live in the backyard. And he'll like, she's outside. You better go open the door so she can come in. Like, really? What's up? Cannot see you 7. I guess is that how you say that name? Cannot see you 7. I'm guessing.
Are they on Twitch?
Yeah, they're on Twitch. They're on Twitch. Right on, guys. Well, let's get the news started. That's what everybody's here for, I think, right?
Well, I was going to ask you, what's the word on your internet?
It's right now. Oh, it's Jeannie Smith. It's in what do they call it? It's getting prepped for shipping.
Oh, okay.
So it hasn't shipped yet. But the last time they said that, it said that for a week or two. But when they shipped it, it got there the next day. So hopefully it'll be here in the sometime this week. Hopefully.
Right. It's been happening to me too.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's just been bad luck.
Drunk, how have you been? I'll get out of here. Let you do the news.
Oh, you're good. We don't mind.
All right.
You can stay in here with us. That's why you have permission to come in during the show. Brownie, get down and stop.
I know. Make damn sure you let Sheepdog know that.
Oh, and I just gave him the ability to come in too. So maybe I should take it off.
So
there we go. There goes the chat. All right. So we got some for the news. Well, we still got to talk about Russia. So let's see what up to the minute stuff is going on. Zelensky defiantly provides his location in Kiev. I'm not afraid of anyone. That's a pretty bold move. That's like me when I go in Minneapolis and I'm at the fucking mall, motherfuckers. Come get me. That's pretty damn bold. I like this guy. Would you do that, drunk uncle?
Tell the Russian army where I was at? No.
Yeah. You wouldn't?
What?
I probably would. See, that's like, oh my gosh. Do you remember, does anybody have LifeLock in here? A long time ago, that when LifeLock first started out, they were like, I'm so not afraid. I'm the president. Here's my social security number. And he put it up on the internet and he still got his shit. He still got a whole bunch of credit cards taken out in his name and cars bought and stuff like that.
That's great.
He was trying to show off LifeLock.
Who was it? Elon? Was it Musk that threw the brick against the glass window on his new car on the stage live and busted the window out?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, the bulletproof glass, wasn't it, drunk?
Yeah, or it was supposed to be unbreakable, and it broke.
And he just barely threw that. He just barely threw that brick, and it just shattered the window.
Wow.
It's like Steve Harvey at the Miss Universe contest,
Yeah, they're probably like, "This is just a prototype, Elon. We told you."
Yeah.
Is this thing finally slowing down a little bit, I guess? Ukrainians believe in their... I haven't really paid much attention to it lately.
Chicken shit.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I got some other stuff. This wasn't very... I couldn't find anything that was worthwhile of us talking about. What's up, Polly Wally? So Jen Psaki claims that the Keystone XL pipeline would make no difference for the rising gas prices. Bullshit. Can you believe this? Jen Psaki is sitting there. Even if we had the pipeline, the prices would still be going up. I don't think so. No way in fucking hell.
I watched her. I watched her press conference today. I was actually yelling at my TV. I never do that. I'm like, "You're a
Really?
lying beep 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 beep. You're a lying."
Okay. So before we go too much farther,
Yeah.
uh, I, I've heard what the left has to say. I haven't really talked to you guys these specific questions, but number one, was the Keystone Pipeline finished?
No.
Okay, okay. And number two is coming from Canada, but it didn't start in Alaska.
I'd have to look this up to be honest with you.
I looked it up earlier, and they said somewhere, and I was like, that sounds like it's Canada. Because I was trying to make an argument that with the left, they were just like, the Keystone's got nothing to do with it because it wasn't even finished, and all it is importing Canadian oil into the United States. So automatically, I wanted to know, number one, is it actually finished, or how close was it to being finished? And they said, oh, well, it's coming from Canada. Then I was like, well, Eddie's talked about them having oil reserves up in Alaska. Maybe it's going from Alaska down through Canada and to us. So these are my questions.
Okay, well, I'm looking it up right now. Let's see, because honestly, I don't know.
What is Groth?
Well, I remember seeing a map of it. It's been a while ago, and I don't remember specifically where it ended and where it started.
It starts in Canada. It says that they're in Canada's Boreal Forest. That's almost up to Alaska.
Okay.
Yes, northern Alberta.
It seemed like it ended up like northeast of Oklahoma somewhere.
It's
Ohio.
Yeah, it's supposed to. It's goes right through Oklahoma, and it's supposed to go to Houston and Nederland.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Leaks. What is tar oil? Climate change. Pipe controversy.
That map you're looking at, it starts just inside of Canada.
It's in Alberta, yeah.
Okay.
Shit. Hold on. Hello? My show. Let me tell him I'll be right back. And
stepdad,
I'll get over there. Okay.
Come eat.
All right.
Tonight. Pizza night?
No. It didn't cut the show off? We're still here?
Buffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still buffering.
It's buffering for you, drunk uncle? Let me see. I thought it would have cut it off.
Yeah.
No, it says I'm live still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just started. Now we're back. You're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well,
here, I'm gonna let
in
you.
And out.
His internet goes for some reason that I put my computer over at his house, it cuts off every couple of hours. The fucking internet. I don't know why. It never did that here. So every couple of hours he has to call me so I can run over there to give him back the internet when I don't even have internet over here. It's like, come on, dude. But I dropped the fucking pole, so I felt bad, so I gave him my internet. Alright. Let me go run over there real quick, guys. Give him internet.
Okay.
I'll leave my phone here. Move, guys.
I'll hang out.
And he's got.
Don't ever get
This
too
guy
much.
has DirecTV, he has video games, he has a million things. The minute that internet goes down, though, you'd think an 84-year-old man would know what to do without internet.
Yeah.
87, I should say.
I'll talk to you about the pipeline while he's doing this thing. So you're running over your stepdad's house?
Yeah, it'll only take me 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's just it. We may have to hit the chat up for that because got everything going. I can't do any research, and I was just going off memory.
We don't really need to do any research. I was just looking at the little map there. So it definitely starts in Canada, and it goes all the way, down to Texas.
Yeah, and I was trying to remember the little town that it goes to, and I can't remember. I wonder if it shows on the map.
So in actuality, because I like to talk about these things, because I do like to debate with the left quite often.
Yeah.
And to have a good debate is to be, to talk things out. And so with them saying that, and now we see that it wasn't finished. We don't know how close it was to being finished, and that it didn't start in Alaska. Would it be reasonable to say that the stopping of the Keystone, this particular one that we definitely like to bring up, might not be a valid argument?
Well, and you're talking about in order to get the gas prices to go down, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they actually, it was Peter Ducey asked that of in Saki today. He even slung the fact that why are we buying oil from Russia? They're using that money to buy bullets, basically is what he said.
Yeah.
She come back with some deflection reply, and he asked her about so why doesn't he just undo his when the day he became president, put an end to all the oil, all the oil production and shut everything down, and she comes back, well, first we have 600 oil wells that are good to go, but nobody wants to do the work. And I'm thinking, that's a lie.
I've been in an argument with some fella for actually a couple of days now in the YouTube comments, and he kept saying something about like 900. I guess I thought he was saying 9,000 open oil leases, or
yeah, from him. Maybe it was 9K. Yeah, don't ever quote me on numbers. I think I got you.
That weren't being used. And but see, the crazy thing is, I actually ended up having a genuine conversation with somebody else that was kind of using the same talking points, but this person was just like way too caught up in their emotions. It's like somebody comes to you with a legitimate argument, but they're like cussing at you and calling you an idiot and a moron the whole time. Like,
oh yeah, that's not worth the argument.
You're not going to comprehend what they're saying, even if it is like,
yeah, you're right. They won't listen to you. They won't talk to you. They talk at you. They won't listen. I think the difference was that the 9,000 leases that were approved were on private land, and we were getting the majority of our supply from public land, which he put an end to.
Okay.
So, yeah. So she trying to use that argument.
Were you were probably pretty tied up all day with the trucker thing, but did you watch Crowder? Because I think that's what his show was about today, was oil.
Yeah, I got to watch like the first 20 minutes of it, and then I had to go live.
And I don't know if it was him or Tim Pool, but it was funny that I got to watch it, and they kept bringing up these open leases, and to be honest, they were getting a little bit over my head with it.
Right.
But they were saying there's a huge difference between onshore and offshore drilling.
Right. Yeah.
You spill anything on the offshore that goes into the ocean, this side or the other.
That's very, very rare, Drunk. That's very rare that happens. When it does happen, it happens big. What was the name of the one that killed everybody?
BP.
Yeah, BP, but it was something H. Well, I forget. Somebody in chat may remember what the name of that offshore, the movie, they made the movie about it.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
I actually knew two of the guys that were on that, two brothers that survived are from here in Oklahoma. And when I had the res care home, they were looking for a place, for residential care, and I was already full, so I didn't have room for them. And I thought, dang, because that would have been great to have them here to talk about what's going, if they want to. Who knows?
Right.
But One of my girls that worked for us, she actually went and talked to him and interviewed him and stuff about it.
In a
And
time when it
explained,
seems,
we would, if anything changes, we'll let them know. But it's full
Yeah.
up. What was the name of that movie?
Oh, I forget.
Start with a D.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'll think of it in a second. All right, let's see what Peter Ducey gets into. Maybe this is what you're talking about.
It sounds like you guys are blaming Putin for the increase in gas prices recently, but weren't gas prices going up anyway because of post-pandemic supply chain issues?
Well, I think there's no question that, as we have seen, and outside analysts have conveyed this as well, the increase in the anticipated continued increase, which is, I think, what some of your colleagues were asking about, that is a direct result of the invasion of Ukraine, and also there was an anticipation of that. That was factored in as gas prices have gone up.
She was also, you like it how she's like, well, she did that whole little look like that. Dumb
I
chick.
couldn't really hear what she was saying. I'll have to go back and watch it.
So if you say that you're going to do everything
And then there's one more.
that you can to reduce the impact that high gas prices have on Americans, we're asking other countries to think about maybe pumping more oil. Why not just do it here?
Well, to be very clear, federal policies are not limiting the supplies of oil and gas.
Yeah, they are. Dude, I've told you guys a story many a times. Here in California, we don't get California oil because California regulates it so much that it costs so much money that for the unions in California to be able to refine the oil to the way that California wants it. So it's cheaper for them. Oh yeah, Event Horizon. That's what it was called. Gra.
Yeah, no, was it Event Horizon?
I think it was Event Horizon, wasn't it?
You know what Event Horizon is? That's when you pass the Deep Horizon. There you go.
Oh, Deep Horizon. Oh, okay.
Event Horizon is when you pass the point of no return into a black hole.
Oh, okay. What's up, DC Services? You know what, DC? You know what I did? Was it Saturday? No, Friday night. I went through and I watched every single John Wick movie. Just binge watched them.
I need to do that. Where'd you get that at?
Oh, I got the 4K Ultra, the Blu-rays or whatever they call them.
Oh, okay. I haven't even seen the first one yet.
Oh my gosh, dude, John, if you like fighting movies, John Wick, if you just like hero movies like that, John Wick is just badass.
I watched the one of his training videos for John Wick.
Yeah.
To moving around the obstacles and shooting, and I've seen like clips and stuff. It seems like it'd be right up my alley. With I'm not really into sci-fi, but I did like The Matrix. It seems. I mean, it's Keanu Reeves and it's guns and like cool moves and stuff. So I bet I would enjoy.
It's just bad. It's just badass. He's like I'm trying to think what movie that is. Boy, that's a little tiny bed for him. I'm used to seeing big ass beds. Brownie wouldn't even fit in that thing. How much does he weigh?
10 pounds.
10 pounds? Yeah, I think she's more like 20 pounds, at least. Hey, come on, hurry up. She's long though. I think she's part wiener dog. Huh? You part wiener dog? She beats up Donnie. Look, he's trying to fuck with her right here. Okay, get down, guys. Little brat. All right, get down. Anyways. So, let's see what's next. Can you hear these guys?
Yeah.
They get pretty crazy. The biggest thing is because it's been snowing, so Donnie can't go outside right now.
Oh, and he loves that snow, I bet.
He does. Like, he'll go outside, and I'll put him out there for a little bit, and then he'll start bitching about being outside, so I gotta bring him back in. And then, he normally goes and plays with Woody, my stepdad's dog, because he's a little closer to his age. But, yeah, if he doesn't get that exercise, he really goes nuts. And he's always hyper. Damn dog.
Damn dog.
All right, let's see what we got up next. So Maria Baranova, I don't know who she is, fears we're on the brink of a nuclear war after quitting Russia's state-run media over the Ukraine. So, she used to be she's worked for the media in the Ukraine. Hope Horizon's back. Let's see.
It's not. Is it Marie Bartiromo?
Baranova, it says.
Oh, okay. Oh.
She resigned as editor-in-chief of Russia Today, a state-run media operation known as RT. Last week after condemning President Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine. She's well aware that anybody who speaks out against the Kremlin could be in danger, but personal safety is the least of her worries. It's like, I have a son. I can't leave because his father won't allow me to leave with him. I suspect, let's see, are greatly concerned Putin would resort to nuclear weapons. Baranova is worried his behavior will make Russia the target of a catastrophic attack. I mean, it could get pretty crazy. It could get pretty crazy. I think she's right in certain ways, right? With what do you guys? I mean, think about it, guys. With all this going on in Russia right now, how many countries that have nuclear weapons do you think are sitting there with their finger on the button just in case he does something? I bet you we're sitting there with our fingers on the button just waiting. You know what I mean?
Has anybody ever used nuclear weapons?
Nuclear, no. Wait, no, the atom bomb. Yeah, I guess so. The atom bomb is nuclear, right?
No, I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong in chat, but I don't think, no, the atom bomb is not a nuclear bomb.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I've got it planted in my head, like, once you go nuclear, the whole world's done for.
Yeah. I don't know. I've already designed my plan if something goes wrong. Like, if I'm the last man on Earth, I figured it out. I'm gonna move into the fucking prison. The Chowchilla prison over here, they have a complete solar system for their electricity. They have farms because we're in farming country, so they have farms where the inmate works. So they have all kinds of grocery shit, right? So I would go take over one of those. I'm protected. People can't come in. They'd make a lot of noise trying to get in, right? So the first thing I would do is I'd drive a big rig truck.
Farm.
Huh?
The farm? What farm? The soil will be tainted, won't it?
Yeah, well, let me get all into it.
Okay.
Oh, we got another troll in here. Well, it's troll night, I guess. But anyway, so I'd drive a big rig over to a local military base, get all of their heavy duty fucking equipment, bring it back to the prison, So I've got like a Apache helicopter. I've got all the a tank, all that shit. Have my whole little armory right there at the prison. I dig a big underground room, and kind of make it hidden, so you can't even tell the electrical power's going in there and shit like that, and just hide out. Somebody came to try and take my shit, I'd already have my own military be myself. Get a whole bunch of weed growing lights and put them in underneath underground, and that's when you can get some good soil, and put the plants in there and just grow from your grow lights. There you go. You're living it. They got their own water well in that place, and I'm sure they got a water filtration system. That's what I would do.
My luck would be the last two people on the planet would be me and Corinne, and then I'd have to make a hell of a decision.
Yeah, civilization would end.
End of humanity. Sorry, folks. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, Truman didn't drop just one bomb. He dropped that second bomb just to let them know that we weren't fucking around. What, Brownie?
Yeah, what were the names of those bombs for the chat trivia?
Fat Man and Little Boy.
Well, there you go.
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have said. I love that movie. That's a badass movie. Oh, you should have let Steve stay in, Snooks. Oh my God! So are we gonna just be talking about Corinne all week long now? Jeez
No, I'm
Louise.
done. No, I'm done. I no. I was just like, because you said if he was the last man on Earth,
Yeah, I know. I'm
and I,
joking with you, but that woman, oh my gosh, I don't know what's wrong with her.
nobody does. But no.
What's up, Galaxy? All right. So now I guess Ilhan Omar is getting all over Joe Biden about let's see. Hold on, let me stop this commercial before it starts.
She trying to have a baby with him too?
Maybe. He's not her brother though, so I don't know. Let's see. Squad Representative Ilhan Omar hammered President Biden over reports that the White House may ask Saudi Arabia to pump more oil. Is she actually coming on our side? Omar took aim at the White House meetings with the Saudis, calling the potential exploration a real immoral and pointing to the Saudi government treatment of the Yemeni people. Oh, she's talking about the Yemeni people. I was gonna say because the Keystone Pipeline's right there in her district.
See, there a lot of them are trying to jump over here on this side because they know their ass is grass coming up in November this year.
Yeah. Man,
Now Joe's saying no, not defund. He's fund the police. I'm like, where have you been?
They're pissing off a lot of people with that.
That.
Man, I must have really pissed off whoever this troll is because they keep coming back under different names and then different names. It takes a lot of work to actually sign out, log back in, come in under. Well, not really. You just, I guess, switch users, but still. Still. I must have really pissed this person off.
I just let him tire himself out.
Let him tire himself out, right?
Drunk uncle had a troll he doesn't know about, maybe.
No, they're not talking shit about him. They're only talking shit about my crippled ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it means you're over the target, you know.
Oh, I'm definitely always a target.
No, you're over the target when they're giving you
over.
shit. You're over the target.
I gotcha. Asteroids are coming bigger than all the nukes put together. They say that. They say that.
Well, Salty Army in the chat. Hey.
Yeah.
Mom.
All right, let's see. Whoops, I don't have you guys on the news on this one. Russian oil, that takes their money away. But then you can open up the Keystone Pipeline and let us produce more oil, and then prices will go down because we're making it, and we'll make money.
You need to stop being logical, Eddie, because that's not what they do.
Yeah.
Don't be logical. Don't have any common sense.
That's what they actually do, They're like, okay, what would be the logical thing to do right here? Okay, Leia, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Anthony Blinken said on Sunday that they're speaking with partners and allies to figure out what's going on. Dude, just stop the Russian oil. Just let us have our shit. Here's what I don't get. They want they want us to be cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. We're already the cleanest freaking country in the world, right? China and all these other countries and Mexico, they're burning just shit that they shouldn't be burning or not cleaning up. I mean, look at the water in India. But yet, they put more rules on us, like making us more cleaner than we already are, even though we're clean enough, is gonna end global warming if there even is such a thing as global warming.
Yeah, and I don't think we're the cleanest. I think we're like one of the cleanest that still uses fossil fuels because, and I forget if it's Sweden or somewhere in the Netherlands, they are 100% wind and solar. I forget where it was.
Yeah, but the stuff to make the wind and the solar panels freaking destroy the earth more than the fuel.
I know, Eddie, but what they're doing in the country where they're 100% wind and solar, they're using wind and solar to produce the solar panels and the windmill blades. So they're using wind and solar to produce wind and solar, you see? So they've got it to that point.
Yeah. But there's still like I know that the solar panel, because we have a lot of those wind turbines here when you're going up to Oakland.
Right.
And those things can't be buried. They don't deteriorate, or they don't
Right.
What
Yeah,
is
I
it?
know.
I can't think of the word.
bury them in big old massive pits. I've seen a thing on that. Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't return to
They
dirt.
got like no, they got like a 50,000 year half life before they even start breaking down.
Yeah, that's it. They don't break down. They don't break back down in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful. And so what? When I was in was it biology? No, I guess it was biology class. Yeah, the professor told me one day. He's like, well, you can never make more neutrons or less neutrons. He's like, every atom that's in the world today, it never goes away. It just they just move, like elements move, like putting salt is calcium and sodium and all this shit, right? And I was like, well,
Correct.
then why are we worried about greenhouse effects? I'm like, then carbon dioxide will always be the same. It's not like it's ever going to really kill us then, is it? And he's like, well, it doesn't work that way. I was like, that's not what you just said a minute ago, dude. He's like, well, it takes a long time.
Yeah. Even though they alternate, there'll be more of one than there is the other at any given time.
Yeah. Well, and I know what got us started on it, because he told me, he's like, well, you know what? Every time a tree dies, all that carbon just goes right back into the atmosphere. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It cleaned it. He's like, yeah. He's all, but you don't understand. That's how it works. Nothing ever changes. It just, nothing ever dies.
Yeah, and even though that tree spent its life, scrubbing the atmosphere, when they burn it, it displaces 4 times the amount that it cleaned. So, burning the rainforest is just not a good thing, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
My opinion, they should use it for lumber, but no, they're just clearing land to plant crops.
Yeah, or housing now.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do when people can start living like 200-300 years? We're gonna be like China. We're gonna be living on top of each other. That's gonna be...
never live.
You think we'll never live to be 200 years?
It may be that's gonna be a while, I would say.
They're gonna want to start eating the babies.
They need more of us to go away.
Oh man, there's so much. They keep complaining about no land for everybody. We've all drove around this country. Just this country alone, there's fucking land everywhere.
Right? It's just
even everybody keeps saying, well, they don't make any more of that. And I'm like, there's plenty to go around.
We don't need to make more.
Oh yeah. But go to Manhattan or Brooklyn or LA and see them, they're toppled on each other, and that can't be good,
Well, I know, and it's just to kind of on that point, if you think about it a little bit, like what was it, 20 years ago, we were only like 5 billion or something, and now we're what, 6.5 or 8 or so, I can't remember exactly. So just imagine 8 million, half of that population's has a kid, then all of a sudden, instantaneously, you're up to 12 billion, just like that.
What's up, Jesse James?
Do it again, you're up to 26 billion.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Population explosion.
That's like I remember when I was in econ class, the professor asked us, he's all, what would you rather have? I'll give you $1 million right now, or I can give you 1 penny doubled every single day. And everybody's like, oh, I'll take $1 million. But actually, doubling a penny every single day is like, what is it, $11 million for a month, for 1 month? Something like that.
I would think more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Willow's good at math. Ask Willow. Do that in her head real quick. Willow, would you do that? Figure that out in your head. No cheating. Don't use your calculator.
Julius already has it.
0.01 to the millionth. How long? How long did you say?
You get 1 penny.
Double your money.
Yeah, you double your money every single day, starting at a penny for a month.
For 30 days.
For a month?
Yeah.
Just a penny.
And that's easy to do that on your calculator. You just keep hitting that double.
Yeah. Huh. think it would be 0.01 to the 30th power then.
I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right. What is it?
Yeah, how much money
Alexa.
though? I thought we were
Alexa.
talking about like over a year or
Hold on.
a month. I don't know about a month. A penny?
Bitch ain't talking to me.
Hold on, let's see. Okay, let's go to this. What you should know about the doubling a penny a day. Okay, here, let me put it on the screen. Oh, whoops.
Alexa. 0.01 to the 30th power.
Let me put it up here for you guys to see.
0.01 to the power of 30 is 1 times 10 to the minus 60th power.
All right, so when you show it on here.
Tell your machine that did not help.
Okay, so so here you go. So on day 1 you get a penny, then day 2 you have 2. By day 8 you only have $1.28, right? But then by day 13 you're at $40.96. Day 19 you're at $2,000. On day 30 you will have $5,368,000, $368,709.12.
Damn, I need to check my lottery ticket right fucking now.
Right?
Really?
Yeah, just by doubling a penny every single day.
That's amazing.
When I first started doing the thrift store business, this guy told me, he said, what did he say? How did he say it? He said, all you got to do, he's all, when you're buying and selling, is just, he's all, get rid of it fast, just double your money. He's like, if you can double your money every single day, you know how fast you're going to get rich?
Oh, hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And the true way to get your true percentages is your retail minus your wholesale divided by your retail. That gives you your percentage.
Mm-hmm.
Retail minus wholesale divided by retail. Because you think that if you have $1 and you make $2 off of it, that's not 100% profit.
No.
See?
No, because
so retail minus wholesale.
Your money, that ain't just, if you're just talking about gross, you're not factoring in, rent,
electrical,
or employees, all
yeah.
the bills, taxes, accountants, and Jesus. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, doubling your money is not doubling your money.
Do you guys remember, they say Crazy Eddie's thrift store? Remember when I showed you guys some of the commercials I made for my wife's thrift store? When I was acting like one of those crazy car salesmen? I think I've shown you guys those videos.
Yeah, we watched them. Yeah.
A while ago, yeah. Those were fun to do. Let's see. All right, so let's talk about the Capitol Police and what they're going to do to the truckers. Truckers.
It's going to be before or after we drag them down the steps. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding.
Right.
Joking.
Just kidding.
That was a joke.
It was just a joke, folks.
That was
All right, it says Capitol Police issues a... Huh?
I said, hit that laugh track.
Right? I think I got one of those. I don't know.
See?
It's not very good. I don't think I erased it. Oh, wait. I got an applause. Not a very good one. Capitol Police issue emergency declaration over the truckers convoy. Oh my gosh. As truck drivers protesting COVID-19 policies gather in the D.C. area. They began on Sunday, and slow traffic outside the Capitol have been dubbed the People's Convoy and could last several days. This declaration allows police to ask for help from the National Guard, so they're bringing the National Guard. Protests on Sunday included the truckers driving around the Beltway for over 4 hours, and the activity is expected to resume on Monday, which it did. The police leaders have reportedly voiced concerns. You don't say. See, these guys don't do shit, though. They're not going to go out there and fucking start shit. Oh my gosh, these people don't even, they're just crazy. Let's see. It could happen tomorrow. This is something I just saw. What's up, Eva Knievel? It says, it could happen tomorrow. Experts know disaster upon disaster looms for the West Coast. I'm guessing they're thinking of earthquakes. I'm guessing. Hey, look, it's San Francisco. If you guys don't know, this is the science museum, or some kind. I think it's the science museum. You guys will see on the screen in a minute. Let's see. It's the elevators that worry earthquake engineering expert Keith Porter the most. Scientists say a massive quake could strike the San Francisco Bay Area at any moment. And when it does, the city can expect to be slammed with a force equal to hundreds of atomic bombs. Yeah, it's all about horizons. So when I was a plumber, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, man, when's this gonna happen? And I know that sounds wrong, but I'm just like, you know how much money I can make? If it happened, I would probably even right now go back and try and get work. And I don't mean charging people like 3 times as much. I mean charging normal price. You know, whatever it costs.
Right. Yeah. There's plenty of work. Yeah. No sense in gouging. You get more work when you do it right for the right price.
Well, my old boss told me is he's all, when this happened in San Francisco in '87. He had his plumbing business back then. I mean, this guy I worked for, and he said, I'd show up to jobs and be like, oh my God, thank you for coming. This one guy showed up and he told me one price, and then when he got here, he told me like 10 times more, and he's like, well, you're not going to find anybody else. So I guess that's what people were doing, because every single house needed a plumber, right? And if you only got like 100 or 200 plumbing companies, no way you can get to every house. He said he was booked up for months. So, yeah, I would just be out there helping people, get their shit fixed.
Damn right. I got to get coffee. Be right back.
Go get yourself some coffee. Go get some coffee.
Yeah.
What are you chewing on, Donnie? Hold on. He's been chewing on cords lately. What are you chewing on?
That's not good.
Oh, how did you get this?
Especially if they plugged in.
No, he goes into my cord drawer. Look, he was chewing on the fucking scissors. I actually bought him like 3 or 4 toys today. I'm hoping they come in the mail soon. Damn dog. Darn dog. You don't chew on... Where's your chew toys that I bought you? I even just gave you another... Watch out. He played with my San Jose Sharks thing and already chewed that up. He chewed up my San Jose Sharks bear, so here. Play with that. Damn dog. Anyways.
Give them something that they chew. Oh, goodness sake.
What? What?
You just rewarded him for chewing it up.
I guess so.
Huh?
Better that than the electrical cords.
Yeah. But goodness, if the electrical cords are plugged in, isn't that...
He doesn't chew the ones that are plugged in. He only grabs the ones that are like hanging out of the drawer. If I open something up and I don't put it back right. What, Brownie? I know you never chew on that stuff, but you steal food. Yes, you do. So you guys remember when they're talking about the Proud Boys that they said tried to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer, however you say her name.
They said they were Proud Boys?
I thought they were all Proud Boys. Yeah, they were all, from my understanding, they were.
Saying they were like white nationalists or whatever the fuck.
Down. I thought they said they were Proud Boys. Anyway, so... Huh?
I didn't think so, but I could be wrong.
Who knows? So the judge delivers blow to undercover FBI agents in the Whitmer kidnap case. Let's see what the blow is. The defendants in the alleged plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer didn't know who Mark and Red really are. The 2 undercover FBI agents infiltrated their group, pretending to be one of them. Over the objections of the government, a judge ruled on Thursday that the 2 FBI agents will have to use their real names when they testify in the upcoming case. While the case was... Well, I don't see why they shouldn't, right? By law, you're supposed to know who it is that is accusing you, right?
Probably been like deep undercover for a long time, and my guess would be that They normally don't do that because it's going to expose them to anything that they were currently involved in. They would definitely have to be removed from immediately.
Yeah. I know. I
Which
get
is
that.
well deserved. I'm not making any excuses for these scumbags.
Yeah. No, but I mean,
Getting them to do it, coming in and just like, hey, let's go do this, and it's like,
yeah.
bro, let's go do this. Let's go do this.
Right.
They call that entrapment, and that is
yeah.
the definition of entrapment. What they did, in my opinion.
Yeah. I actually went and used to believe that it was entrapment if a cop hid behind like a tree or something to catch you speeding. But somebody told me that once, and I was like, that's entrapment. They can't do that. It's like they can do whatever the fuck they want. Right?
No, they've got to be encouraging you to do something illegal that you, to a reasonable person, wouldn't normally do. Right. You still would have been speeding whether the thing was there or not.
Yeah.
The question is whether they would have kidnapped Gretchen Whitmer if those guys wouldn't have been there or not. Like saying, hey, we should do this. That's my understanding of it.
Yeah. I don't know. Cops were a whole lot different. It's a whole new world now. Like I remember in the '90s, me and my friend, when I worked at this company, I worked the weekend night shift. You got paid like 25% more for working weekend nights. So I was like, fuck yeah. And but anyways, he had a 1988 Mustang 5.0, and convertible, real fast fucking, car. He had it all fixed up too. And so every night they were working on the stoplight. We're in Goleta, and they were working on the stoplight at Fairview and Hollister. And every night we went to 7-Eleven at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we got a hot dog. And, just to get us through those last 2 hours, you get a hot dog and a soda to wake you up. And so we're at the stoplight. We always got pissed because you have to wait there for like 5 minutes because it was a timed light instead of, when somebody showed because they're working on it. And this cop rolls up next to us, and we're like, well, fuck, I guess we can't run the light now. He's like, well, I normally do. And we're like, can we run the light? And he's like, only if you show me what that thing's got. And so this highway patrol was sitting there, right next to us, and we took off, and so did he. I mean, when can you raise a cop on the street? I mean, long time ago you could. Nowadays, not at all. Not at all.
That's the way it used to be, back whatever. When the guys came home from Nam, a lot of them just became police officers, so most of the police officers were really cool. They'd show up at my place or wherever we're partying out by a pond on a Saturday night, a bunch of trucks, cars, everybody, just doing what we do, swinging out of the tree, and they would show up. They'd have to do their job, and they'd be like, Kenny, if you got any weed, we have to take it from you. I'm like, yeah, I understand. So they would just take it and toss it in the weeds out behind my truck and my bong and all my baggies and everything else. And they're like, all right, everybody checked out. They're like making sure there's no underage girls or runaways or whatever. And that's all they were doing. They were cool about it. They you get to know them on a first name basis. It sure as hell isn't like that now.
Yeah. Yeah. Insane ICP, you're talking about Insane Clown Posse? I'll have to check it out. No, I'm like I remember, I used to drive I had to drive from work to an hour away to my house, and then another hour to college, right? So I was nonstop driving. I was always late. I was always getting tickets, so they took my license. And I was like, well, I got to get to work. So we were driving one day, and the cop rolls up next to me on his bike, right? And I'm like, fuck, And I had a car, I had a souped up car, like Fast and the Furious style back then. And he rolls right up to me, and he's like, now Eddie, you ain't supposed to be driving. And I was like, fuck. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I need to get some groceries. He's like, all right. As soon as that's done, you better get your ass the fuck back home. Nowadays, they as soon as they run your name, they arrest your ass. Cops don't have the right to be cool anymore, I don't think.
I know. Well, nowadays it's just according to where you live. Obviously, out here in the middle, it's really majority of them. I still say the majority of the cops are good, but you every once in a while you'll see one that you can just tell
Yeah.
not, and it's just an opinion. But you're like, how come you're not talkative like or interact or whatever like your buddy here does or whatever.
Yeah. Oh hell, I'd be, if you guys ever seen that movie Colors, I'd be like Sean Penn in Colors. I'd be the dickhead cop.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's the law, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, just cause I used to not think about laws like that, and then once my wife got her business, and you see the guy out there selling the little fruit juices, right? That he's selling from some illegal cart where he never gets to a bathroom, right? So it's like he goes to the bathroom, and you don't see him go anywhere to go to the bathroom except an alley. So where's he washing his hands at, right? This guy's making he told me he makes $300 a day profit. And there, my wife's thrift store was barely making, a profit at all, if she was, after paying rent and electricity and insurance, and it just got to me, and I was like, you follow the fucking rules, and all these assholes. So I turned into this asshole that just hated people who broke the rules. Hell, I'd call the health inspector if I saw people out there selling from a taco or a little taco stand that was illegal. Well, you guys are cheating,
Hope's talking about this. He said, I guess you haven't watched Policing for Our Community on YouTube, which is really good. That guy, he's kind of like Sheriff Bob.
Yeah.
But I think he's a sergeant or a captain, sergeant maybe, but he has a different channel, like his family channel, and it's really good. It's really good. Nice cop. He pulled over a kid in a Charger, 70. I think it was a 71. Wasn't a Charger, it was a Challenger. Yeah, he's driving down the road, and he sees that car, and they were getting ready to go from a 2-lane to a 4-lane, and he's talking to the chat. He goes, this guy's getting ready to floor it, and we're all like, how do you know? And as soon as it turned to 4-lane, that Challenger jumped in the left lane. All he seen was a big puff of smoke down the road. He hits his lights, chases him down. What was it? The kid didn't have a driver's license. He did not have. He had insurance, but he had to call his mom and get a picture of it. He, what else was it? Something. Oh, he didn't have a driver's license. Had insurance. Oh, his tags were expired had been expired for a year and a half. Out on the tags. And he was real, he was cordial to the cop. Told him about it. Oh, all he had for an ID was a medical marijuana card. And the car smelled like weed. So this guy's, the cop's just scratching his head. Well, he wound up letting him go.
Really?
He says, as long as you drive this thing home, you drive it straight home now. You don't take it back out till you got insurance, you got a driver's license. Because evidently the kid had just bought it from out of state, and they had went down and picked it up and drove it halfway across the country to get back. And the cop, cop said, you drove this car halfway across the country without a driver's license,
Yeah, that's crazy.
So he kept the kid a break. And odds are, the kid will probably do it right. He'll probably do it right.
Yeah.
Oh, Hope says he rarely writes tickets. That is a good stream on YouTube for people to watch that. Gives you a little more faith back in our police department,
Look at this guy. Look at him just laying there with the freaking
He's got the perfect spot.
The stuffy. Yeah, he's got his little stuffed animal there.
He's like a little camera ham. Like, right? As long as I'm on this show.
So when you mentioned drive, like I told you, I didn't have a license for that long time. I drove to go hang out with a friend in Texas, and I was driving back, and I had a little Honda, a 1979 Honda CVC, those little tiny Hondas, and I had a whole bunch of shit in there, because I went across country, and I have my pit bull with me, and I get, you go in El Paso, after El Paso, you got to go through this border check, right? And so I was all nervous. I didn't know. I've never gone past a border check. I never driven across country before. I'm like 19 years old. and they're all, why are you so scared? I was like, 'cause I ain't got no license, man. And they're all, we ain't the fucking cops. We ain't got to worry about that. And so they took me inside. They handcuffed me. They searched me. They searched my car, right? And they're like, dude, why the
Right.
fuck are you so scared? You got nothing in your car. I was like, dude, I got no license. They're like, we told you, man. We're not the fucking cops. We're just checking for drugs and fucking illegals. And I was like, okay. I thought for sure, though, they were going to call the cops, and 2 miles down the road, they were going to pull me over. But
Right.
no. I drove all the way to
hope-
Texas and all the way back with a suspended license.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, they don't like that. Hope
Yeah.
said he drives a Tesla police car. I didn't know that.
Does he drive a Tesla cop car?
Yeah, first in the country, she says.
That's interesting.
Oh,
Well, this one I saw when we were making, we went did making a documentary about this guy who was making masks for LAPD when COVID first came out. That's how I got into 3D printing. He had all these 3D printers, and he's like, dude, it only costs like $300, and I was like, that's it. And but
Wow.
anyways, so the cops came to pick up a shipment. We were there to film it, and he shows up in that BMW electric car. I'm like, is that an official cop car? He's like, I think it was maybe his personal
Wow.
car. I don't know. But I don't think it would be. Why would he be using his personal car if he's in uniform and on duty? It was crazy.
You're going to have to do that like a 3D printer show some night, show how that thing works.
I guess I could do that. I could probably do
Yeah,
that.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard, would it?
Yeah. I need the dog van from Dumb and Dumber and not meaning to be mean. Oh, yeah. But have it in the St. Bernard. Have it at the
With
St.
the
Bernard.
ears.
Heck yeah. I'd drive that thing around. Fuck yeah. Right? Donnie's
I
been
think
such
the
a good...
funniest thing about that vehicle was when you put gas into it. 'Cause
Oh, you
had to
lifted the leg?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Come here, monster. Everybody says you're being a good boy. Are you being a good boy? Huh? Have you been a good boy? Dude, so get this. You know what he's doing now? So he's the only one I let on the bed because it's hard to keep him off, right? So this morning I'm laying there and I'm kind of close to the edge of the bed where he gets on, because I've made it so you can only get in from one side through this, because it's right here at the end of this hallway, right? And he starts whining at me, and I'm like, what? And then he sticks his head down and does this little thing on me. And I'm like, what the fuck do you want? And then he looks at the bed, and then he looks at me. He couldn't get on the bed good enough. So as soon as I moved over, he stopped crying and then jumped on the bed and lay down.
Who is this?
Donnie. He's fucking crying to get on the goddamn bed and I have to move if I'm in his spot.
Oh, I got you.
Little asshole. Your friend got 9 months for no license, no insurance. They gave me the 5th time I did it, they gave me 6 months in jail. And after like 20 some odd days, they're like, block. And there was a fight earlier that day. I'm like, why the fuck do I gotta move? I got a good bed. And he's like, you don't want to go home? And I was like, oh yeah, never mind. I'll shut up. I was like, but I'm supposed to be here for 6 months. And he's like, the jails are too full. We don't care about you driving on a suspended license. We want all these other people in here. And I was like, all right. See you later. I was all excited. First thing I did is went and got a Coke. Had to get a Coke. When you're in...
I took my buddy to McDonald's.
That's where I went.
Everybody wants McDonald's. Straight to McDonald's.
Yep. Because in Santa Barbara County at the jail, it's when you get to the exit right there, there's a McDonald's and an In-N-Out. And In-N-Out was closed.
I asked him what he wanted. We could have went anywhere. He said McDonald's. I said, okay.
That's what Kyle Rittenhouse said he had for, remember? They're like, what'd you have on your first day out of jail? He's like, my first meal was McDonald's. I was like, really?
I was down in Port Aransas, Texas for a spring break one year.
Mm-hmm.
Took my old truck with the camper on it, me and a couple buddies, hauled an old Harley in the back, and got to partying, and I'm driving down the beach, and that old truck I had the tailgate with the chain hooks on the side, and I just had one chain hook, and the hook had kind of straightened itself out. So as I'm driving down the beach, there's people jumping on my tailgate to catch a ride. I'm just driving real slow. Got a pretty good buzz going on, and that chain popped out. The people hit the ground. Comes a cop, pulls up behind me. Somebody and I'm not kidding. Somebody threw some weed in the back of my truck because we didn't even have it.
Sure, someone threw some weed in the back of my truck.
Yeah, and I told the cop that, and he just laughed. Yeah, right. And I'm like, no, I'm serious. And I don't know whether they believe me or not. I didn't care. I wound up in Corpus Christi jail for like 3 days, and my truck's impounded. My buddies are stranded on the beach. No food, no money. The money's in the truck. Starving. They're freaking starving for 3 days and 2 nights. And I was in this little town in Port Aransas, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just a little jail. And the cop comes back there. She goes, "What do you want for lunch?" And I thought she was joking. I said, "I'll take a double meat, double cheeseburger, order fries, a large vanilla malt." 30 minutes later, here comes a double meat, double cheese, a large vanilla malt, and order of fries.
Really?
It was so small that, it was so small that they fed the prisoners when the cops ate. Get 3 squares a day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in jail living high on the hog. They're on the beach eating sand-covered 2-day-old bologna sandwiches with.
Yeah.
So after they got me out, I didn't tell them until we got home, or they would have made me walk.
Wow.
It was my fucking truck. It's my truck.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that was my story. That was my story for the night. You can get the rest of it. Read more about it in my book. No.
Tales of Gra.
Tales of Gra.
Oh my gosh. I can, just some of your stories, I can only imagine some of the shit that you got into. Oh my gosh. A lot of crazy shit.
I still have a warrant in Port Aransas. It's still valid. It's still valid.
Really?
Yeah, for a parking ticket. For a parking ticket. Don't they trash those after a while?
Depends on the county, depends on the city.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is a long time ago.
Yeah, it's probably $5,000 now after it keeps accruing interest.
Probably. And hopefully it's not a small town. What town is it?
Port Aransas, right there on the beach. Right after you go across the ferry, you float. Yeah, here comes the ferry jokes. Right after you float across the boat, get on the boat.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think if I got a parking ticket when I was in D.C. in 19.
Paul says, so we can find your good book, internet.
Yeah, Paul, if you go to porn.godridesaharley.com, you'll find it there.
Yeah, probably will.
He just so if you guys didn't know this, God Rides a Harley you know how he made. Oh my gosh, you just fucked up my joke, you asshole. No, God Rides a Harley was. Yeah, God Rides a Harley was Ron Jeremy's stunt double for all of his movies, or stunt penis. So
yeah, did all of his backup work. That's
why he's got that long hair.
That didn't sound right. Hope's making popcorn.
It's popcorn time. I'm allergic. I love popcorn, but I'm allergic to it. It gives me a bowel obstruction. I can't eat it. It sucks. Especially when you go to the movies and you smell that popcorn with the I know it's bad for you, fake butter, but it tastes so good.
That butter. Yeah, and you always got it because they never put it. You always like, okay, just double that butter, and they start pumping. Like, oh, just keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're halfway through the movie, it's all soggy and cold. And
yeah.
Great. It's good stuff.
What, Brownie?
But the top part is amazing.
It is, yeah.
But see, you buy the big one, so then you can get all you can eat, and so you just, once it starts getting stale, you go out there and get some more, and then before you leave, you go and get some more.
And I don't know why it is, but the last 2 or 3 I've been to, you do that, and you get a big Pepsi, now they've got the little thing, and they've got the chairs where you push the button, and your footrest pops up, and it leans back, and you just push the other button, it's got a vibrator, and it's got a heater, and
wow.
The surround sound screen,
the last time I went to a movie, you actually had to pick your seat ahead of time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can do
They're
it
doing
online.
that now.
Sure. But I the past 3 or 4 times, I haven't made it past halfway past the movie. I'm somebody's waking me up. Come on, let's go. It's over.
Right? I used to do that.
Bro, I thought you were talking about like your home theater. All that shit you're talking about is like an actual movie theater?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, yeah, Warren Theater. Check out Warren Theater.
I just thought you were talking about how easy it is to just go to your own little home theater. Like, I got a fucking chair, it reclines.
No, they got the little buttons. You got cup holders and little trays on both sides of your arm. Your own arms. You don't have to share arms like you do in the old theater. You don't have to elbow somebody off. Get your 2 arms, 2 cup holders on both sides, 2 trays on both sides with the buttons on the inside of the chair, a couple of toggles. You toggle one and it raises your footrest up just like your one at home, and you go all the way up and then it starts tilting back as far as you want to go back. Then they've got another one that's a little heater vibrator and you're right on your lumbar. I'm like,
Nice.
hell yeah.
You know what the most comfortable chair I've ever been in?
I mean, are gone. Like, we had a big one that was left and then COVID hit and it's gone. I thought the movie theaters were done for.
The one here on Wednesdays, they're trying, or was it Mondays? It was Mondays. They would try to drum up business. And when I had the res care home, I would loan all the guys and gals up and we'd all go. It was $5 day. So you could go watch a movie and sit in that freaking amazing chair, popcorn. And
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are expensive here in California. Like, we have one here in Fresno at Edwards. Well, I don't even know if I don't think it's called Edwards anymore. But they it was called 4D. So you'd go in there and the chairs would move, the chairs would shake when an explosion would go off, and they would blow. They could make you smell. They put out smells so you could smell what they were smelling in the movie.
I haven't seen those.
Yeah, like because we watched the new Bad Boys. I guess it was Bad Boys 2, right? And like they're driving and they went through a scene where some water came through the windshield. All of a sudden, you get sprayed with water. Freaking, it's pretty crazy.
Eddie, kick Hope out for me, would you? Kick Hope out.
That's just Senior D now. Oh my gosh, I know. Do you eat your dinner by 4:00 every afternoon? You got to go to Denny's for the early special.
Yeah. Oh man.
Or not Denny's. What do you guys?
So.
What do you guys have there in Tulsa? For the old people.
The Golden Corral. You guys have
Golden Corral. There you go.
Yeah.
They're at the Golden Corral, or the casino, or they're at the casino.
Or the casino. And see, Golden Corral has the little square fish tank, oblong, regular sized fish tank, and full of water. And in the very middle of it, they've got a shot glass. And if you can make the quarter in that shot glass, you win a free meal paid for it, which is like $20. Well, I knew that trick from way back when in the bar. You just hold because people want to drop it right above the shot glass, and it always goes over to the side, right?
Yeah.
Quarter down. If you'll hold your quarter against that shot glass with the bottom of the quarter just barely away so it'll flip in the right direction, that quarter will flip right out into the middle of that and drop. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not bragging. People are like, holy, I was getting at least half of my dinners free every time. Way back when, every time we would go take all the guys from the res care home, So I showed them how to do that. I was passing it, giving everybody a quarter here because it would save me money because I was buying dinner because I owned the res care home, right? So. And anyway, they caught on. They took that fish tank out. I was like, son of that.
Yeah. What's up, Brony? No, they don't do that. They don't do anything like that here.
The Golden Corral if they have a steak shortage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had that big old fight at that one, huh?
Wow. Yeah.
Don't you fuck around with that steak. I wonder if that was just over the last person that got the steak, and they're like, "You motherfucker, you took the last."
See what Paul says. Paul, let me tell you what, Paul. Paul, that last nurse that I had, she was so hot, I would have done her neighbor.
I've never heard that one before. Holy shit!
My dad used to say that.
Oh man,
he didn't say done. No, I was trying to keep it PG.
Dude, I was getting when I was on Saturday when I was in Chris's. Did you notice I was trying to get flirty with that you're cute or whatever chick, whatever her name was,
Where?
in Chris's chat on Saturday.
Who was it? What was her name?
You're cute or you're something. I forget.
Oh, I don't know.
I was chatting up with her though, and then then she started telling me where she was, and I think it's this girl that I used to date from. Well, you guys, I think it was Brittany. Do you guys remember Brittany from the Bay Area? Over in so, and because I think it was her, I was like, it just seemed like it might have been her. I was like, oh shit, you're gorgeous. That's what it is. You're gorgeous.
Oh yes, I did see that.
Yeah, her. And I was like, oh, don't be Brittany. And afterwards, like when I was done, I'm like, I think that's Brittany. You know, that girl that I used to kind of date whenever I go to the Bay Area. She had the little baby that was disabled like me. Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
Hillbilly at Heart says, "What's up, Eddie and Drunk?"
What's going on, guys? Uh-oh, Central Scrutinizer's in here. What's going on, Central? What kind of trouble you getting into? Dude, so you guys, I still got snow here again. I'm trying to get out tomorrow to go get some food. I was just joking, looking. I wonder if Uber delivers here yet. They finally do. A couple months ago, I looked. There was no Uber. The other day, I turned it on, and Uber will come out here, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to test it out one of these days. Get really super high, and Uber in some.
Yeah, good.
Whatever.
All right, man. You're gonna read up the news. I'll be quiet.
Oh no, there's no more news. That was it. I'm all done.
Oh.
That's why we've been chatting, talking shit. Yeah. So.
I blame it all on Hope. Actually, it's Hope's fault. Hope's got a. Can you play? I know Hope has a song request. Eddie, can you play a song from there?
No. Well, what song does she want to play?
She likes "It's Raining Men."
Oh. Drunk Uncle can do it though. It's raining men.
Yeah.
Right. Matt's on my Uber Eats is my 17-year-old kid. Well, I don't have a 17-year-old kid, and I think if I send Donnie to go get some food, I don't think it'll ever make it back. He'll eat it before I get back.
The drunk's playing it. I think he's drunk. He's playing it, but we can't hear it.
Right.
Hope that's a lie. I don't dance. Don't let her lie. You can't lie in here. That's fake news. I'll kick your ass out of here.
Oh my god.
Fake news.
Hey, you're fake news. And you're fake news. And you scoot over. You're behind them. You're fake news.
We have, like in Madera where I used to live, there's a drive-in. I don't know if there's one in Fresno. I know in San Jose you can still go to the Capitol Expressway. They got one of the good drive-ins. The one in Madera, you got to put the box in your fucking window, and it sounds like shit. But in San Jose, they have the one to go. You just tell you the radio station to go to, so you just go to a radio station.
Ours opened up last weekend. They opened.
Did it? Do you got to put the boxes in your window, or is it a radio station one?
No, it's FM station. Yeah.
There you go.
Like 80, 89, or all the way to the left, whatever it is.
Yeah. See, and the one in San Jose at the Capitol Expressway, you pay for 2 movies, right? But they had 8 different drive-ins that you could pull up to. So you go and you'd watch the first movie, and if you didn't like the second movie, you'd drive around till you found one you liked, and then you'd be like, hey, what's the radio code?
Yeah, that's what this one, Admiral Twin Drive-In's got, back-to-back screens. You can see what's on the left or what's on the right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this place, it's a big, huge circle. And, of course, it's a flea market on the weekends,
Oh, yeah. It's a biker market, too, flea market on weekends here, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be cool to go check out when I come up, maybe. I like cool stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I know a guy that's got more stuff in his place. Bring your stuff. You're going to bring your cameras and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Especially the 360.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go out to my buddy's. He's about 20 miles out of town. He's got a massive place. Massive. I mean, a football field full of Harley stuff. Harley parts, all the parts.
Really? Right on. Maybe even I'll bring my little electric race car. My little truck. go haul
Yeah.
ass and piss off people.
Yeah. Oh no, it's at his house. It's not public.
Okay. Yeah, I could fly my drone over it for him. You know, get some good shots.
Yeah. No, it's all in it's all in this big giant building.
Oh really? Well, I could fly in
Yeah.
there too. I got a little mini
Yeah.
drone.
Oh no, it's stacked to the ceiling, dude. He's got classic cars and stuff up on racks, and you can't fly nothing in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no
I
way.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll be
But,
like
I mean,
American
yeah.
Pickers crippled edition.
Exactly. We can open up the garage doors, peek
Right.
in, but you can't get past the door. We get 5 minutes.
I'll be like, I'll give you
Maybe
$5.
you can roll through it to 360 or something.
Yeah.
Right. Who knows?
Yeah, his name's Dustin. We'll go out to Dustin's place. Remind me about Dustin. I'll hit him up.
Hopefully it's not a Dustin that's in a wheelchair, that's little Antifa motherfucker.
No. Complete opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah. Well, there you go. What brownie? I know, it's dinner time. Give me 5 more minutes and I'll go feed you guys. Okay?
So, Drunk, are you going to play? Can you play It's Raining Men for Hope?
Yeah.
I don't know how I would do that.
Oh.
You don't remember In Living Color? I give it 2 thumbs up in a circle.
See if I can play it. There we go.
Oh, 2 thumbs up in a circle. They used to gave it.
Or
half.
2 snaps. I'm sorry. 2 snaps in a circle.
2 snaps and a girl.
Oh my gosh, that show was hilarious. In Living Color, man, back in the day. Oh, and Jennifer Lopez as one of the dancers.
Oh yeah, the early days.
Yeah, I didn't find any of the women attractive on there except for the dancers. That redheaded chick was not very good looking. The other girls weren't very good looking. What?
It's more about comedy and not.
No, I know.
That.
They all look like Jim Carrey, though. I know that's wrong. I shouldn't say
You
that.
thinking that all the parts that Jim Carrey was a woman was a actual girl on the show?
Could have been the way they look sometimes. Oh my gosh.
I'm a bodybuilder.
Vera DeMilo. I think that was her name. Yeah. No, I gotta do some stuff to it, Gate Smasher. Can I kick Gra out of the chat? Oh, he's turning on his camera. What the heck is this?
Oh, that's not it. Is it?
No.
No.
That's not the right thing.
Damn, who's directing this shit?
You're doing something bad. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Why are you watching Obese Obix?
I don't know what the heck he's watching.
It's
It's
the
2
same
snaps
thing.
and around the world. Drunk, have you ever been around the world?
No.
Gra, have you ever been around the world?
Well, that depends. You mean?
Gra knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Depends. I mean, you have to pay for that? I didn't have to pay for it, so does that count?
No, you. Wait a minute. We're not thinking of the same thing then. You had to pay for it?
No.
Oh my
What are we
gosh.
talking about, Will?
You know, she's a good girl. She likes all. She goes around the world. What do you mean she goes around the world? And I won't finish it.
Right.
Gra knows what I mean. I thought
I
Drunk
keep
would.
trying to keep it. Yeah.
You mean all the orifices?
Yes.
The
Some things are only meant to go out sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Yeah, not a big fan.
Yeah. Wow, you got black socks, or I hope that's not your foot. Hope you're wearing a black sock.
You got Mr. Deeds' foot.
Right? That's what I was thinking, Mr. Deeds.
What was that? Yeah.
I don't know what the heck are you watching?
What was that? I thought it said It's Raining Men.
It might be. You got to type in Living Color with it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I saw. You know what?
You were talking about who done that? Is Donna Summers? Who done it?
I'm not sure.
Man.
Dancing in the water, right?
I wouldn't know.
That's the same damn song.
Speaking of what we were doing earlier, I saw some commercial now, and it was one of those makeup commercials that Cindy Crawford used to, like Cindy Crawford and them used to do, and it was fucking AOC. If I was Cindy Crawford, I'd be pissed off right now. How you gonna let that dumb bitch be in makeup?
I don't think that was AOC because that was during the UFC fight.
Was you during the UFC fight?
Yeah, I was gonna say something about it, and then it came on again, and I was like, that's fucking AOC.
Are you sure it's not?
Unless that's what AOC looks like without makeup, with the freckles.
Well, let me look it up.
But I thought that initially too. I was about to text you, and then I was like, because I didn't want to rewind and miss anything.
You see.
Then it came on again, and I was like, I don't think that's her. It looks very close to her. But I could be wrong.
I'm not sure. Let's see. AOC makeup commercial. Pretty sure that was her. It's sure. I didn't see the person. I just heard her, and I was like, oh my gosh.
It looked a lot like her too.
I don't know. If I ever see it again, right? I don't know. Anyways, well, I better get going because I gotta feed these dogs and I got stuff to do.
Okay.
How's everybody doing today? Well, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. I know we'll be back tomorrow, but hopefully the internet works out good until I get the other one. And I don't know. What do you got to say, drunk uncle?
Meow.
Right on. And God Rides a Harley's got his mute gone, or his mic mute. So, freaking. Thank you guys for coming in. We might stay in Twitch for a minute or two if you want to pop in or not, but actually probably not. Graw just left right away. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Same bat time. Same cripple channel. Alright, good night, guys.